What's up, buddy?
How
So,
are you, Derrick?
sorry about the other day.
Oh, no worries at
Uh,
all.
we were taking a flight and it was a long day. Let's go with that. Can you see
Totally.
Rob too?
Yeah,
Can you
I
see
can
Rob?
hear you. Hey, Rob, how are you?
How are you?
Good, good,
So
good.
we're both down here as the bass player, and I'm obviously Derrick.
So how was your day so far?
Oh, it was a great day, man. Lots of sun, lots of fun.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, guys, your 10th studio album, Paradox, was out in April this year. So, would you like to tell me on the songwriting and the production behind this new album?
So sure. So the new record, Paradox, we started writing right after COVID hit, during COVID, and we did a couple about 10 of those songs. And then we had the drummer had to leave for personal reasons. And we brought in a new drummer, Lee Skyles. And when Lee came in, we started writing some more music. So that's how it got so big. Why there's 15 original tracks and then one cover on there.
Fantastic, fantastic. And does Paradox has some kind of concept or a storyline behind it?
Well, in the music, a lot of the tunes, there are paradoxes. And when I started realizing there was so many of those within the songs, it seemed appropriate to call the record that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And picking on the album, so 15 mind-blowing songs like beautifully written songs, great vocals, amazing musicianship, bringing back the good old days of music back into the scene, and fantastic work from you guys. So thank you so much for putting on this awesome album this year. And as a band, as a creator, what are your thoughts on this album, and how do you guys feel about the outcome of Paradox?
I think, we've done basically 10 full studio records and a couple EPs in there as well. And I got to tell you, for me, I think it's our best work by far. I think it's the most well-rounded record we've put together. I think it has the most lyrical content is strong, very self-explanatory. I think Rob's bass playing was superb. I think Mike did a phenomenal job. And Lee brought an element to the band that was uniquely his own, and made the backbone, him and Rob pounding it out. It really became strong. So to me, that's what makes it so. It's hard to talk about a record as an entirety as better than something else because everything comes from its own time frame, right? But I would say that this is probably our most complete record that we've put together.
It's like one big puzzle. We all work together to put every piece just right. So it was all a team effort. It was really cool. A lot of fun.
Fantastic, fantastic. And two videos from this album, Walking Dead and The Writings on the Wall. Great songs and amazing work on the videos. So would you like to share a bit on the making of these videos, guys?
Sure, it was a hot day in the summertime, and we were at you know what a green room is? Where you back, blocks it out. And we were there for about 14 hours and long day. You know what I mean? It was fun, but making videos are believe it or not, are almost harder than playing a gig because you repeat the same thing over and over. Take 4,000, you know what I mean? And then you finally get your stuff done. But it was a lot of fun because we knew what we were going to do with it. We knew that with the green screen in the back, that we would implement video clips from society and what have you to address The Walking Dead, and then obviously the writings on the wall. And I think those songs are kind of self-explanatory. Where do you live?
Oh, I live in India.
Okay, you're in India.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So do you know that? So in America, we've got this problem with everybody standing on the corner begging. Okay, so that's what created The Walking Dead.
Fantastic.
That was the lyrical content. So
fantastic, fantastic.
So what time is it in India?
Oh, it's 6:30 in the morning.
Is it really? Well, thank you for getting up at 6:30 in the morning to talk to us.
I do get up a bit early, like 4:30, around 4:30 I get up and I'd go for a morning walk. So it's totally fine.
Awesome, my friend. Awesome.
And how about the touring plans for the band? Do you have any big touring plans for the end of the year or early next year?
We do it. We're probably not coming to India, I must confess. We're probably not coming there, but we do, so we're out of the Midwest of the United States in the middle of the country. So we'll do a little 500-mile radius roll and we'll take it from there. We got some stuff booked right now. Have you heard of the band Burning Witches?
Yep.
We're playing with those guys in a couple of weeks, girls, I should say, with those girls in a couple of weeks. And that gets us going. Then we're going to make 2 more videos. One for Love Amplified, and it's a toss up between World of Hate and Babylon America. So we're going to find that all out. They'll have totally different imagery than the other 2 videos, and they'll have a different vibe and different feel. So when we get done with those, then we'll start playing. Yeah, and the fall looks good, and like you said, winter.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
We've done the West Coast. We're going to try to get back out there and get that going again. California on up.
that's a fun run because it's
Yeah.
usually good climate, good weather, and so you don't have to worry about bad weather and all that kind of stuff. We back in 19 at the end of or I should say at the beginning of The World's Gone to Hell, our previous record. We just got started on that. We played 6 dates in California. We were coming back home and then COVID hit. So that all got stopped, and which was a weird time. I don't know about in India, but in America, it was a weird time.
It is.
It produced, but it did produce a lot of cool tunes. So
Absolutely, that was right. A lot of bands made a lot of great music over this time.
that's true. That's true.
Fantastic. And the band's history goes way back to 1988. So how has this long journey of music been for you guys so far?
Well, man, life goes by so fast. You blink your eyes and it's all over. You know what I mean? So I would tell you from 1988 to now, we've done a lot of things. We've played a lot of shows. We've played with a lot of other bands. We've met a lot of our so-called heroes, if you would. And it's been a roller coaster ride up and down. The music industry never stays the same. It constantly changes. So if you look at it, what it was back in the late 80s to what it is now, think in the late 80s, we wouldn't be doing this conversation. There was no internet or nothing like that. So it was a different world in the music industry. A lot of fun. Again, love the late 80s, love the early 90s. The grunge era for us, wasn't so good. But we picked up a record deal in the UK in '98, and we put out a record called Rage, and we went back to more of a thrash band at that point, and then that kind of relaunched us back into the heavy metal world. And then by the early 2000s, we were out doing Jägermeister tours and things like that. So a lot of fun. Again, for me, it's always been about writing the music.
Yes.
I've always been a songwriter. I never was a cover band guy. So the other day I did an interview and a guy asked me, he goes, how do you get your inspiration to write the songs, right? And I can appreciate that question. I don't know. It just comes out.
Yeah.
I write hooks, Mike writes hooks, Rob writes hooks, and then we get in a room together and we make music, and we don't try to overthink it. That's one of the biggest things that we don't do. And then we definitely don't chase trends, as you can tell. We're pretty much a traditional heavy metal band.
Yep. And I know there has been lots and lots of wonderful, memorable moments over the decades of your musical career. But is there something special that you'd like to share with me today?
Sure. So probably one of our highlights was back in 2000 when Bruce Dickinson got back in Iron Maiden and they did Brave New World. We were lucky enough to be the first band on one of we played the night before at an amphitheater with LA Guns, Faster Pussycat, and somebody else. I can't remember who that was. And then as we were wrapping up that night, we were getting ready to put all the gear away, and they came to me and tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, the opening band's lead singer got arrested last night, so they're not going to be able to be here. You guys want to play tomorrow night? And of course we said yes. And so that was cool to open for Rob Halford on his Resurrection tour, right? And then Queensryche, and then obviously the Mighty Maiden. So that's a highlight for me. And also we opened for Slayer on remember the Blood Wall?
Yeah.
Slayer. We opened that tour up for those guys on the Jaeger tour in the Midwest area.
Fantastic.
That was Them stories can go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So,
Fantastic, fantastic. And
Well,
what's next for Conquest? What are your upcoming plans?
well, obviously to promote this record, right? Paradox. I mean, it just came out in our mindset. You know, we're not the biggest band in the world, so it takes about a year worth of marketing to really get the wheels turning and get everybody knowing. We appreciate people like you guys to put us out there and spread the word. So that's what we got to do. We're going to work hard for the next year, promoting the record, playing shows, and doing interviews, getting write-ups on the record, and then we'll pick up the ball and see where it takes us from there.
Fantastic, fantastic. And finally, any message that you have for the fans?
I'll let Rob talk on that one.
no, just look into the band, look into what we're doing, and if we could give every one of you a hug, we certainly would. We love you all, and just support us, and we'll greatly appreciate it. And the things like these podcasts, we'll tell everybody we know about your podcast, so they can check you out, and all the other interviews that Derrick's been doing. So it goes both ways. We try to help each other and scratch each other's back in the industry, and we just appreciate the time and effort to look into us, and let us have a chance to spill a word or two out about the band and what we're trying to do.
So how do you buy music in India? So how would someone go to and buy?
We have record store and online facilities available, so we get
Okay, so the same thing as here.
Basically the same thing as here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would tell you to go conquestmetal.com. I'll repeat that, conquestmetal.com, and you can find all the links. You can buy it on Amazon. It comes out on CD. It's out on CD. It's out on 2 vinyls. And obviously you can do all the downloads and the streaming. It's everywhere. Anywhere music is sold, you can get it. Most likely, if you go into a record store and ask for it, they're going to have to order it for you. But it's there to be ordered. So,
fantastic.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite tune off the record?
I like I said earlier, I enjoy this entire album. Like I cannot skip. I'm an old school guy. I listen to the entire album and I love the entire album. So I want.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. So
you're welcome, my friend.
And finally, Rob and Derrick, I want to thank you both so much for giving me your time today. And it's a real pleasure to have you both today. And thanks for Paradox. As I said earlier, a fantastic album from you guys, and really impressed and totally loving the album. So thanks for the musical awesomeness and for all the things you have done for the metal community over the years. Thanks for this awesomeness, guys. And
thank you for taking the time and getting up so early.
Yes,
we
appreciate you.
My pleasure.
And spread the word in India for us so we can get over there, will you?
Absolutely, guys. I will do that. Thanks very much.
Awesome.
And you have a great evening out there. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
buddy.
Thank you.
See you, Keith.
See you.